So Zoho has over 50 applications. So from the outside looking in, it's kind of confusing to understand which applications are worth implementing in your business. To help you with this, I'm going to share with you one Zoho application you should absolutely have set up for your business because it is a game changer. I'm Drew Brockbank. I'm a senior consultant here at Zenatta. So my job is to help teams set up Zoho applications, and then my job is to train those teams on how to use them according to best practices. So if you're into that sort of thing, please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel. And with that, let's just jump right into it. All right, so Zoho Desk is the application that you should have set up for your business. And Zoho Desk simply allows your customer service team or whoever's handling customer service at your company, maybe someone's wearing multiple hats, it helps them to streamline the communication between them and your customers and prospects. So inevitably, your customers and prospects are going to have questions and concerns about your product or your service, and you want to be able to give them the best customer service experience possible. And that's where Zoho Desk kicks in. It is a tool that can help you collect all the information that on a routine basis you are using to answer questions for your customers and prospects, build a knowledge base out of those different answers that you're providing. And then instead of being reactive about customer service all the time, you can take that knowledge base, you can publish it through Help Center, which is Zoho Desk's way of giving you a microsite or a small website that you can put on top of your website. That way you can be proactive and people going to your website can look at frequently asked questions. They can read through your knowledge base, your articles that you've created, and they can get answers to their questions before they even contact you, which can save you a ton of time. So there are many benefits from using Zoho Desk. Today, we are going to outline 3 key features for you so you can get an idea of what Zoho Desk can allow you and your team to do. So with that, let's jump into the key features. All right, so I'm going to give you the full workflow from an agent's perspective on how they are going to work through tickets or cases, and then how that will eventually bleed into creating a knowledge base and publishing that knowledge base through Help Center, which is the microsite that I was discussing or that I talked about earlier. So from an agent's perspective, basically what's going to happen is you are going to set up in the setup section here a channel for email. Now you can see there are more channels than that, but most of our clients start with email. But when they go to email, they simply set up a support email address. So you set up the support email address and you give it to your prospects and customers and say, hey, as you have questions, as you need support, reach out to this address. Now this one's kind of ugly, so we recommend that our clients set up a custom address. That way, as emails are forwarded to the custom address, you set up a forwarding rule to this support at Zenatta, this ugly email address. And then actually once emailed or forwarded over, it enters your tickets queue as an agent. So if you were to email that support address that I just showed you, it would end up right here in Zoho Desk. From there, your agent would get assigned this ticket. They would look through the contents of the ticket and they would be able to respond. But once this information comes through, a contact is associated here and the contents of the email or the question or concern that was submitted to the support address would end up right here. So you can see we have an example one here from Lawrence. And as an agent, you'd be able to reply to this ticket as if you were doing this from an email. And you can, to take a step back, you can think of Zoho Desk as essentially a shared email inbox. So you've got Gmail, you've got Outlook. Imagine if your whole customer service team could be in one Gmail account using different users. That way they could coordinate on which cases or emails to take and answer. So the best way you can think of Zoho Desk. So with that, you can respond to the various questions and concerns that are coming into Zoho Desk. That way you can provide the best customer service experience possible. And you've got 3 things here that are really neat. You've got snippets, which is your personal library of short responses to questions coming into the door. Then you've got templates, which is the shared repository of answers and different templates for emails that you're sending on a routine basis. And then you finally have this section here, suggested articles. Now this is where you can search for the different knowledge base articles, which is the most flushed out version of answers and value that you're giving to your prospects and customers as they ask you questions. So let me show you here in this suggested articles section what you can do. So you can actually paste right to the ticket. It's really awesome. So I can paste right the ticket, or I can just use this for reference as I'm answering tickets. Now, the nice thing is as I submit answers here, so I can send this off, I can then turn these into knowledge base articles by copying the content. So if this was a brand new answer that I was providing, I'm gonna go over to here to article, and then I could create my own article. So I could submit the contents there and then add another title. We'll just do test title and publish this. And then I'll have another article in my knowledge base that I can use as I'm answering questions in tickets. You can see how this will be a helpful tool for your customer service team. Maybe you have a customer service manager who is well-versed in the answers that should be given. They can create these repository of articles so that your other agents could take advantage of that knowledge. And they are not all giving different answers, but they're standing on a unified front because they're giving similar answers to the questions coming in the door. So that's the first thing I think that is really important to know is your agents are going to be able to manage their tickets here, and your more seasoned agents are able to build this knowledge base so that everyone can benefit from the answers that they are providing for your customers and prospects. From there, the nice thing is once your knowledge base is built up, you can then be proactive. You can go up to setup and then channels, and you'll see under email as a channel, you've got Help Center. Again, this is the micro site that publishes your certain knowledge base articles so that everyone can take advantage when they go to your website. They'll go to the help.yourdomain.com and they can view all those articles. So let's just talk about how to actually access this. If you go into Zoho Desk, out of the box, they give you a ugly URL where you can view your microsite, your website here. And if you were to provide this ugly URL to your customers and prospects, they would be able to access your knowledge base, your published knowledge base articles. So you can send this. What I'd recommend that you do is you go here and map your domain, your custom domain with Zoho Desk. Just give you a peek into this process. If we click over here and we click on map domain, you'll just want to add your domain, verify ownership, and then get SSL. Once you've done that, you've got to map your CNAME record, which is something you do in your DNS. So if you're on Bluehost, GoDaddy, you need to go and add the domain there. And that's how you'll verify ownership. And then you're good to go with a custom domain for Help Center. From here, I'm going to show you how you can further customize Help Center so you can get it to look the way that you want. So here you've got 4 themes to choose from. You can see which one we have live. But if I wanted to change it to this classic view, I'm going to go ahead and preview this. I'm going to publish, and then we are going to have this as our new theme. So I go over here and I just refresh. You can see that the theme has changed and we no longer have those drop down items here where you can further drill into information from the help desk. So there are quite a few settings here in Help Desk. We're not going to go in depth on them today in this video. However, you can go over to the different Help Center settings here in access settings. You can allow users or customers to sign up for Help Center, to view tickets, and to do much, much more. So you can configure the capabilities of Help Center on the back end to make it more robust and tailored to your specific business needs. Look, your team isn't going to get much out of Zoho Desk unless they really understand how to set it up and how to use it according to best practices. You're not going to rise to the occasion of a Zoho Desk implementation. You're simply going to fall to the level your team understands how to use the tool, in this case being Zoho Desk. So what we've done here at Zenatta is we've created a training program called the Zoho Desk Team Training Program. It's available at zenatta.com/training, where you can purchase this program for your team and get everyone added to it. Before you purchase, you can get a bunch of sample videos so you can get a feel for how we train. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.